I can't give a blanket yes or no to that.
Well, ma'am, either it matters or it doesn't.
I don't know what you mean by matters.
Do you know what I mean by prefer? Do you know what the word prefer means?
That I would pick one over the other.
Agreed. So would you prefer your son to be homosexual or heterosexual?
Heterosexual.
Well, what about your grandchild? Prefer him to be homosexual or heterosexual?
Heterosexual.
All right, heterosexual. Now, would you want your child to be raised in a homosexual home or a heterosexual one?
I don't care, frankly.
You don't care? You prefer whether they're one or the other, but you don't care how they're raised?
That's right. I wouldn't care.
Pass the witness.
Any further questions? All right, you're excused. Step down.
Call Michael David Gettner.
Michael David Gettner, to the stand.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give.
You've got to lay low with him. If Stabler brings up church and morality, we've got a shot. But it's got to be Stabler who introduces it, or it won't be allowed.
Thanks, Coach. Mr. Gettner, what is your occupation, please?
I'm an airlines mechanic.
How long have you been an airlines mechanic?
Going on 12 years.
Same employer all that time?
Yes, ma'am.
You and your wife and son live in Lincoln?
And my boy, David.
Of course, and your boy, David. And it is your contention in this case that you can provide a better home for your son, Billy, than his mother can. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's absolutely correct.
No further questions?
Mr. Stabler.
Mr. Gettner, you say you're an airline mechanic for 12 years. How are you paid on that job? Is that by the week, by the month, bi-weekly, what?
By the hour. By the hour.
No, I mean, how often do you get your checks?
Twice a month.
And you have seniority in your job?
I do.
Do you have any outstanding debts?
I'm a camper, that's all.
And you pay child support, do you?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Gettner, what sort of activities do you and your family participate in?
We hunt together, fish together, go gigging bullfrogs together.
Go what? Bullfrogs, please?
Gig. Go gigging bullfrogs.
Oh, yeah. Now, Mr. Gettner, are you a Christian man? Are you a regular churchgoer?
Regular as I can.
And when you say that, are you referring to the fact that sometimes you have to work on a Sunday?
Yes, sir.
But when you do, your wife and your sons go to church?
Yes, sir, they do.
A lot has been made about a car that you purchased for your eldest son. Now, was that in any way a bribe?
No, sir.
To get him away from his mother?
No, sir, it was never a bribe. I mean, I know it was important to me when I was his age to have a car. But bribe it, no, sir, never.
Mr. Gettner, if this court, in its wisdom, by and through the jury, decide to give you your other child, Billy, will you take care of his needs? Food, clothing, shelter, moral training, all the things that a young child needs.
I certainly will.
And are you asking the jury to do just that?
I am.
Pass the witness.
Mr. Gettner, I get the picture of you being a very temperate Christian man.
I try
Were you trying in 1971 when you were arrested for driving while intoxicated?
I learned a very valuable lesson from that. Very valuable. Never again had too much to drink from that day to this.
As a Christian man, you must have some concept of where the Bible stands on violence.
It's against most kinds.
You a violent man, Mr. Gettner? You hit people when you get mad?
No, not as a daily rule. No, ma'am.
Were you breaking that daily rule in 1959 when you hit Mrs. Gettner and broke her nose?
Well, we had an argument, and she spit in my face, slapped me. And I hit her immediately thereafter, and I'm sorry I did that. I lost my temper.
Then you did break her nose.
No, I don't remember breaking her nose.
Do you remember hitting her in the face?
No, ma'am. I believe it was on the cheek.
I stand corrected. Where does the Bible stand on abortion, Mr. Gettner?
On abortion. I have wondered about this. It is something that has entered my mind, and I've wondered how God, if he was here with
You
us,
deny
how he would look at it.
that you got the daughter of one of your co-workers pregnant and paid for the subsequent abortion?
I paid for the abortion, yeah, but I don't know I was the one that got her pregnant. I found out later there were some other guys along the line.
But you did have intercourse with her.
One time. One time only.
And how old were you at that time?
38. 39.
39. How old was the girl?
18. 19, 20, I'm not sure.
Doesn't that make her a minor? Understand
No,
that?
she wasn't a minor. She was married. Divorced, had a child.
True. Once married, she would no longer be considered a minor. So, with a history of drunkenness, physical assault, sex outside of marriage, and paying to terminate a pregnancy you possibly were responsible for. With this history, you asked for custody of your 9-year-old son?
Yes, ma'am. I surely do.
Ask the witness.
Mr. Gettner, do you deny any of these allegations that Ms. Liebes has made against you?
No, sir, I don't.
Just one more point, however. Did any of these incidents take place after you joined the Calvary Baptist Church?
No, sir, they were all before. They were all way, way before.
That's what I thought. No further questions. Let's examine what this case is about first. It's not about the rights of my client, Mike Gettner. And it's not about the rights of Linda Ray Gettner. It's not about the rights of the daughters of Bilitis or any other cause. It's about the most important thing in the world. The life of a child. The life of little Billy Gettner. Now, the law says that there must be a material and substantial change of circumstances in order to justify a realignment of custody. Let's see about that. What changes have there been in the life of Linda Ray Gettner? Well, she's now a lesbian. They live together in a lesbian family unit. Family, whatever happened to that word family. She refuses to give up her homosexual lifestyle, even for the one son she has left. Her oldest son has left her and moved in with his father. That's surely a material change of circumstances. Another change is, before no one knew about her being a lesbian. And now this lawsuit has brought it out. And if Billy goes back to that home, all of his little friends are going to know about his mother now. That's surely a change.